My childhood, I grew up in a really small town. I graduated with like 60 people. I grew up on a horse farm. So my parents still live in the house that I grew up in, which is really nice. My freshman year in high school, there was a car accident. Two of my best friends died in one car accident. So that just started this like reaction, I guess. There was 13 deaths from the time I was a freshman to a senior, and as you can remember, I went to a really small school. So it was just really difficult to deal with all of that. My best friend since childhood killed himself when I was 22, so it was really tough. He struggled with addiction, so I started doing other things to cope with what was going on. It was like shell shock. So I think like the mixture of the perfect storm, it hit that way. So that's when all my focus went to doing drugs and doing heroin. So that's when my life was gone. It was taken away. I always said the night before that I'd quit. I would quit tomorrow, I'll quit tomorrow. I said that, I'm not kidding you, out loud to myself for about 2 years. One of the times I was definitely out of control, I wanted to kill myself. So I had got a gun prior to that and couldn't do it. And then I went on a drug binge for 2 weeks long, and I didn't eat or sleep. I had like lost my car, and I finally just sat down and I had enough. So the cops came, put me back in the cop car, and I was finally just tired. Tried to fall asleep, and they Narcaned me, and I stopped breathing, so I was in ICU for 3 days. And then following that, my parents had no idea what was going on. And then seeing them the weeks after, how like upset they were, not at me for being an addict, but because I was very sick. And I think what they did understand is that they didn't want me to die, and that they were gonna do anything that they could do on their end to try to get me to be in the right direction. I went in front of the judge, and Michelle was behind me sitting with my girlfriend. And if a peer specialist wasn't in court at that time, I would have probably still been out doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. She really turned things around for me and kind of like sent me in the best direction I could go, which consequently got me sober. Life now is very, very simple compared to how it used to be. A lot less chaos. Life is it's great now. It's beyond my wildest dreams, honestly. So, I mean, everything has turned around for the better. And even when bad things happen, they don't seem that bad because of all the great things that do happen. I am very fortunate and very grateful that I got to start over. I really wish that for people. When it does happen, it is very magical, very, very wonderful.